And welcome back, everyone. It's a sad day for you Quirk series fans, which I know there are those of you out there. But this will be just as the last Digimon video was earlier this week. This is going to be the last Quirk video for the foreseeable future, at least till the beginning of the year. Just to recap real quick, the reason I decided to just kind of put these on hiatus for the time being is a bit of a balancing act, really. One, I know for a fact the Lantern Corps videos get way more views than either of these put together, quite frankly. Two, or B, the Zanpakuto, those are a passion of mine. I love Bleach so much that even if those weren't getting a lot of views, I do them anyway. The Quirk one and the Digimon one came about simply because I wanted to try something new on the channel. And, try something. If it doesn't work out, fine. If it does work out, great. And honestly, they didn't do badly. They did not do badly, particularly the Digimon one. I know there's actually a lot of people who like the Digimon series, and I enjoy it too. The Digimon one, though, the reason I'm ending that one for time being, as opposed to why I'm ending the My Hero one, actually comes down to the simple fact that Digimon is so expansive now that it really is hard to find a true list of every single Digimon out there. And because they keep making more, and the convoluted ways you can get to certain Digivolutions are all over the place. And then finding the right fit is more difficult with Digimon than it is for a Quirk, because that's just converting an ability into a Quirk and putting it in the My Hero world and giving it the limitations a My Hero Quirk would have, or a Zanpakuto, where I can look at the character of someone and convert that into ability, and sometimes even convert an ability into a Zanpakuto, or a Pokemon team, or a Lantern Corps, where I can just look at the emotion, their dominant emotion, or if I just look at their abilities, their traits, their history, and do a Pokemon team. Digimon's a bit more complicated than that. Because it's harder to find fits for someone when it comes to Digimon, just because no two Digimon of the same species are the same individual personality, things along those lines. So that's why the Digimon one's going. The My Hero one's actually a bit simpler. My Hero Academia has ended. So while it will still be very popular in the zeitgeist for a little while still, and I'm sure there will be something, probably a future series at some point. Hell, we got the Hell chapter and possibly a new arc with Bleach coming, plus you had the novels with Bleach. Boruto came after Naruto. So it's almost positive, once Horikoshi has had some time to rest, recuperate, and, just think on it, he's either going to pass the buck to a new mangaka, or he himself will probably do some future version of My Hero in some way. But because it's over, the relevancy of the Quirk series is going to be coming into question, whereas Bleach is still ongoing, and honestly, probably as popular as it's ever been, thanks to the 1,000-Year Blood War arc being animated again. But yeah, Bleach is back in relation. Naruto, because of Boruto, has never gone away. You have the Lantern Corps, which is DC's always going to be around. Digimon has had its ups and downs, but it's still popular enough that I can bring it back. And in fact, that might be what I decide to do. Because I don't know if I'll do another series to supplant the My Hero Quirk videos, but I might instead might just have a week where I do two Digimon. That might be it. I might start changing it up a little bit, where I say do a Quirk, replace a Quirk video with one of the other videos 1 week and vice versa. So 1 week I'll do Lantern and Quirk, the other week I'll do Zanpakuto and Quirk, and vice versa. It's a Quirk, sorry, Digimon. But yeah, the Quirk series I'm not certain I'll bring back just because of relevancy of the topic. But I'll leave that up for you, in case there's maybe near the end of the year, I'll put up a poll for new series that you might want to see. Ideas I might have or ideas you want to see, and I'll give you my feedback on there. But, in fact, maybe that's something I'll do today. When I'm done with any extra videos I'm recording. Because I've put out all the videos I got to do today. And this is the last video I got to do for tomorrow. And I'm just going to pre-record my couple Who Would Win, so I'll have them available. Honestly, I love pre-recording. So, with that being said, now they're almost 5 minutes in. Power to the 99. You get to be the last official Quirk video for the time being. And you asked, what is the Quirk of Sabertooth, Victor Creed from the Marvel Universe? For those of you who aren't actually aware of what Sabertooth's abilities actually are, let's break it down. Like Wolverine, he is essentially a feral beast. He has an enhanced healing factor. He's got enhanced physicality, razor-sharp retractable claws, enhanced senses, the works. That's he's got the general gist abilities, say like someone like Wolverine does. However, he's actually in some ways much more dangerous than Wolverine, because he's first off physically larger and more powerful than Wolverine by a large margin. He's also far more feral and bloodthirsty and enjoying killing than Wolverine is. He loves killing. Like, he gets off on it hard. Beyond that, though, his healing factor actually is described as arguably being better than Wolverine's. Wolverine, of course, I think Wolverine has said he's in one recent comic where like Sabertooth was effing with him, that he's never actually straight out beaten Sabertooth in a fight, which is bullshit. But whatever, if you really go through comic history, it's bullshit. Unless you're talking about like rebooted universes, things along those lines. But because he doesn't. Because he lacks the adamantium that Wolverine has, his healing factor works more effectively. Beyond that, though, he's also just surprisingly intelligent. Like, despite having a feral mindset, being bloodlust and embracing the animal side, he's actually highly intelligent, very cunning, and malicious. Oh my God, is he malicious? So, first off, obviously his villain moniker would be Sabertooth. But Victor Creed, his quirk, not feral rage, but his quirk would probably be something along the lines of feral monster or Sabertooth. Honestly, it literally could be called Sabertooth. He has the feral nature of a vicious, wild, prehistoric animal. He's as well as an enhanced healing factor and physicality to match. His claws could cut through straight steel sheet metal, and he's capable of. He's dated, but he's suffered. Not suffered. It comes at a cost of his own sanity and his humanity. He's bloodthirsty and is ruthless. I think that would just be one of the only real losses, is that he's lost like literally when it manifested, he lost some of his humanity. So, I mean, is there anything else I can think of? Because when you talk about quirk weaknesses, if I were to throw Wolverine, I think I did Wolverine already, but like what the weakness of it, like a healing factor that Wolverine and Sabertooth have, because you throw them into My Hero, they kind of break the verse when it comes to their healing factor. Yeah, technically there are individuals with much stronger healing factors like the Nomu, but healing factors like that are very rare in My Hero. And I actually don't know if Sabertooth can regrow a limb. Wolverine can't, I think mostly due to the fact that he is of his adamantium. If he were to somehow have the adamantium limb torn off, he can't regrow an arm, as far as I know. But he can basically regenerate from, say, his spine and from anything, as long as his spinal cord is intact, because that's how he survived being blown apart by Nitro. Sabertooth, even though he has a better healing factor than Wolverine, could still be vaporized. That's the problem. He lacks the durability, which is not to say that he could get adamantium. In fact, he's had adamantium in several incarnations of his character. When in the Ultimate Verse, I found the Ultimate version of Sabertooth very interesting. He had adamantium bond to him, even got adamantium talons, and Wolverine even commented, "Oh wow, 4 claws, compensating for something." And then Wolverine proceeded to stab him in the balls. So yeah, and then when Wolverine had his adamantium ripped out, Apocalypse propositioned him to be his new Horseman of War, and he had him fight Victor Creed, who now had Wolverine's adamantium. Like, he was given an adamantium skeleton. He still ended up winning because his healing factor was in overdrive at that point. It was far better than Victor's was, and so he lost. Sabertooth lost, so he had the adamantium torn from him or taken from him, so it could be put back into Wolverine. Honestly, I can't think of too much. The only thing I could think of you could maybe make an actual weakness for this quirk, a real downside, is that he's already bloodlusted in his normal form. But what if the more the fight intensifies, the more he just completely loses any rational thought? Like, if he gets like too excited, he starts to lose all any rational thought. Because one of the things about Sabertooth that makes him so dangerous, particularly to Wolverine, is that even though he's got this bloodlust animal rage, this yearning to just rip people apart, he's still actually able to think. He's still got cognitive function up there, and rational thought too. Like, he's aware of what he's doing. He's not an idiot. So maybe as if he gets pushed too far, like his version of Berserker Rage just completely rods and main like the rational thinking. He's not in a Berserker Rage unlike Wolverine, but he's just going for like the base emotions of enjoying the killing, enjoying the fight, all that. So maybe you could do something along those lines. Otherwise, there would be no inherent weakness to this quirk. Like maybe a healing factor can be taxed. That's something that would still be an issue for him. But otherwise, there's not much. Still, though, that's my thoughts. What do you think? How would you maybe redefine this quirk if you were to redefine it? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you for the next verses. And who knows what we'll do come the new year. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.